Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Kwadash, Rakah, Barakatah. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me the truth of the Bible. I also want to say peace and salutations to you, Akim, across the four corners of the globe that are out here pushing this gospel in all truthfulness and sincerity. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, as well as you so-called Native Americans, and you confusion of faces, man. Now with that, I want to get into this sit down because earlier this week, one of the Akim in my camp told us Akim to read the book of Deuteronomy in chapter 28. And we know that though Deuteronomy chapter 28 is dealing with the blessings and the curses, man. But we tend to deal with verses 15 all the way to 68, dealing with the curses that come out more. But upon me rereading it, 1 through 14, I realized that it was some meat on here, man. So with that, I want to read that, and I want to get a couple precepts to back it up. And hopefully this sit-down lesson is edifying to those of you who may come across it. So with that, I want to start off. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and I'm starting verse 1. And it reads, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth." Man, so kind. The Most High said, if the nation of Israel listens to his, and do his commandments, man, that we are going to be set on high above all the nations. And man, the Most High created 18 nations of people, man. Israel is his favorite. So continuing on in verse 2, "And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power." Now I'm going to go jump to verse 9 and 10. "The Lord Yahweh shall establish thee an holy people unto himself." And that word holy means separate, man. That's just like you see the word holy on this Bible. That means this book is separate from all other books on the face of the earth, man. And the nation of Israel is separate from all other nations on the face of this earth, man. Khan, "as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord Yahweh thy power, and walk in his ways," man. Verse 10, "And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and they shall be afraid of thee." Khan, man. So the so-called white man who is the Edomites, the so-called so-called Chinese man who is the Moabite, the East Indians who are the Elamites of the Bible, they actually have a name. The so-called Japanese man who are the Ammonites, the so-called African, the Hamites, they would be afraid of us, man. And upon reading that, that made me think, oh, this ties into the book of Psalms. And I'm going to get that. This is Psalms chapter 83. And I'm going to read, the point is in 4, but I'm going to start at verse 1. Come, this is Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1, and it reads, "Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." So, Khan, you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans, as well as you confusion of faces, you actually had enemies, man. These other nations are not your friends, no matter how bad you want them to be. Continuing on, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Yeah, they wanted to cut us off from being a nation, man. They wanted to exterminate us and terminate us, man. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. Why did they not want the name of Israel to be no more in remembrance? Because they was terrified of us. Because they knew that the nation of Israel had the number one power over all powers in all existence, man. They was scared of us, man. So with that, I want to get a couple more precepts, because the Most High not dealing with these other nations, man. He only dealing with the nation of Israel. That's why he punished us, man. So with that, I'm gonna go to the book of Amos, and it's chapter 3. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, and I'm gonna just start at verse 1, and it reads, "Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel," which is you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans. You're not Indians, you're not niggas, you're not Spics. You are Yasharallah, man. You are princes of the power. You are the nation of Israel. Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. The Most High only deal with us. He don't care about the other nations, man. And matter of fact, I'm going to get another precept to back that up. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. That's why we are in the lowest state that we in right now, because we are being punished for our iniquities, man. And iniquities mean for our wickedness. What is our wickedness? Shit, we love eating bacon every morning. We love worshiping Cesare Borgia, that image of Jesus Christos or Jesus Christ, instead of worshiping our power. So that's why we being punished right now. But like it said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. And why don't the Most High know even though he created them, why don't he know them? I'm about to get that for you. This is going to be the book of Isaiah chapter 40. And this is what the Most High think of the Edomites, the so-called white man. This is what the Most High think about the Moabites. Right here. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 15, and it reads, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. So what that is saying is, if you got a bucket full of water and you walking with it and one drop of water fall out, are you going to stop and be like, God damn it, man, a drop of water fell out this bucket? Hell no, you not. It's nothing. You're not going to think nothing of it. It said, and are counted as the small dust of the balance, man. So if you got a balance and it's like this, and a drop of dust fall on this one, is that gonna make that balance tip? Hell no, a piece of dust ain't gonna do shit. That's what all these other nations are accounted of, man. That's why we need our power back, man. We done lost our power, and our power is Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, man. So they wanted to wipe that out of remembrance because we called by the Most High name. And I'm gonna get that in Baruch. I'm going into the Apocrypha. Just so you know, this is the Holy Bible.